guys, welcome back to Defeating Hair Loss. My name is Steve. I'm here again with Bobby D.
Yes, sir.
Welcome back, brother.
How's it going, Steve?
How you doing tonight?
Doing well.
The hair's doing well.
Thank you, Steve.
Did you shave the sides? Like down?
Yeah.
Like
kind
wow.
of getting that little mullet look again.
Let's show them this side. Wow. Then the other side.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yes, sir.
Not bad. Man, you know what? You're always trying to one up me, aren't you? Taller
not
than
on
me,
purpose, Steve.
Taller than me, more muscles than me, better looking than me, and then the hair. Oh, Bobby. No, you look great.
Appreciate it, Steve.
All right. So we're gonna roll out a couple segments on the channel talking about celebrity hair transplants, celebrity hair loss. Some of this you might have already heard because I tend to get fixated on things, but you know, Bobby and I talk about, you know, together bringing out some kind of interesting things in regards to hair loss. Mm-hmm. And we wanted to just talk about a few people out there. And by the way, this has nothing to do with, you know, teasing anybody. What do they call it? Hating anybody, none of that stuff. This is just kind of, you know, I always said that the whole paparazzi thing, if you get paid all that money and you're a celebrity and you're out there, people are going to comment on you, they're going to compliment you, they're going to, you know, they're going to berate you or whatever people do. I happen to not have a bad word to say about anybody.
Never, Steve, never.
So it doesn't come from a bad place, but it is what it is. Hate that saying, but this may work for you. So the first one I want to talk about is, you know, I'm a very big tennis fan. Did you know that?
No, I didn't, Steve. No.
Well, I'm very big fan of things I can't do.
No, you like basketball.
Basketball. I love playing basketball because I can't play basketball. So the cardio, because, you know, riding the bike or doing the treadmill is so boring. Just like put me in the county jail for 3 hours, you know. But when you play basketball and you literally like can't shoot or whatever, then, you know, you just got to run around and try to guard and all that stuff. Yeah. So I have to work 3 times as hard as these other guys. And I really enjoy that and appreciate that. Tennis is another one. To hit the ball, I don't know, 110 miles an hour?
Yeah.
That is insane. So our first kind of top at celebrity, Rafael Nadal is like this global, like amazing, one of the best ever tennis players. And, you know, I've been following him for a really long time. The US Open up in New York is a big thing. Mm-hmm. It's at the end of August, beginning of September. And it just brings out all the celebrities. And it's also like a gentleman's game, a ladies' game, meaning like golf. It's like, you know, you have to like pay attention, make sure that you're being nice. And, you know, it's kind of cool. So people kind of gravitate toward that. It's a clean game. Nobody's getting concussions.
No.
All that kind of stuff.
Pretty serious.
So Rafael Nadal I've been a big fan of his for years. And sad to say that he's retiring or he's bowing out. It's his time. He won all kinds of you know awards and all that kind of stuff. And as hard as it is for me to say, he's also losing his hair.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah.
He used to have good hair.
He had great hair.
Yeah.
And, you know, I can't help but see the world through a lens of hair. And that's just who I am. So if he's ever watching any YouTube videos, I'd like to roll out the red carpet and help him. Of course, you know what we first want to get him on? Finasteride. But, you know, he's not bald, but he definitely is losing his hair. And then, of course, in a way, I'm like, man, maybe that's why he had to stop playing tennis, because it's like the Samson thing with the hair, you know. But no. But anyway, so he's kind of losing his hair. I saw a couple photos. I was looking at him through the years. Yes, he had fantastic hair. Now he's losing it. And I hope he hangs on to it or maybe visits my friends in LA to get a hair transplant. But he definitely, I think, needs one to reinforce his hairline. So good luck, Rafael. And we're going to miss you in the game of tennis. The next one, lo and behold, tennis.
Yeah.
Andre Agassi.
I'm familiar.
Do you know who he is?
Yeah, I do.
He's before your time?
Yeah, but so small story. My grandma played tennis till she was up to 80, and she was always watching, you know, the tennis matches, and that's why I'm so familiar with him and Rafael. So I watched him growing up.
So if you watched him growing up, he had like kind of long 80s hair, right? Yeah. And to my understanding, he had a hair system. Oh, he had a hair system. He's a very good-looking man, and like, you know, well, John Travolta didn't wear a hair system, at least not originally, but once he lost his hair, he looks very good, one of the few with the shaved head. Andre Agassi, I think, does as well. He has very good, like, good-looking man, really cool eyes and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, so that's just something, if anybody knows that or didn't know that, go back, Google, of course, look at images, look at when he was winning championships, and that was a hair system. So that's how important that image was to him, because in the 80s, I think that was the 80s or late 80s, early 90s, hair meant a lot, hair bands, all that kind of stuff. Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Familiar too. Die Hard.
Yeah, be cool, because we're not, listen, he's got an illness now. He's got a health issue. wow, health issues are challenging, and we say our prayers for him and hope that he, comes through. I know it's some sort of a maybe non-curable issue, and his family's supporting him. It's really sad. But I want to make a point about Bruce Willis, and I didn't mean to bring it up because of his health issue. But if you go through again and look at his timeline of his hair, he didn't have a lot of hair in his prime. He had actually a really high recession. But he did have that dark hair, which made him look a lot younger. But it wasn't a lot. And it was a little bit like a shorter cut of Jack Nicholson, where it was just in the front. But at some point, he completely shaved it. And I don't know. I mean, it just doesn't do it for me. I guess that's my fear that I had when we first started shooting video about the mole men on Superman when I was a little kid. They just look like an alien from another planet. It just doesn't wear well with his color skin, so to say. But I just want to point out to show you kind of anybody out there that says, I don't care anymore, I'm 50. I don't care anymore, I'm 55. I'm just going to shave my head. Just not a good look. So we'll talk about him at some point as well and his progression of hair. Last one, which this one is very interesting. So I don't know, this is a New York thing. I know you're from down south, Bobby.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Christopher Maloney?
Unfortunately not. I'm not that familiar.
Okay, so you're going to have to go home and Google it, check it out. He's an awesome actor. He was on an HBO show 20 years ago called Oz, and it was a prison show in New Jersey, hardcore, real graphic. It's pretty crazy, and he played an excellent role. He's been in a lot of different roles, character actor, but he's been on the New York, the New York everything crime shows, mainly NYPD Blue, SUV. If you're from the Northeast or in the New York area, you've seen this guy, and if you just Google him, you'll see. And I have a lot of respect for him. He's like jacked, he's all healthy and all that stuff. So I was up in the Northeast for a couple weeks, and I was watching all the shows, and he pops up on these TV commercials, and I don't know how old he is. I'll just say he's 55, okay? He's doing all these like Tommy Copper commercials with the bands you put around your waist and then your elbows and all that, and I'm telling you what, the guy looks amazing. He's just jacked. Like, talk about us in the gym.
Like you, Steve.
Like me. I don't know. I think he's got my number on this one. This guy, he's shooting basketball. He's actually scoring basketball and all that stuff. But here's the point, is that along with this transformation, once I guess he hit 50, of obviously diet and nutrition and his fame and then his body, which is just amazing. I mean, he looks just better than he ever has. Oz was 20 years ago. Looks much better than when he was in Oz. He shaved his head. And he's just like Bruce Willis. He looks so good. Now, he didn't have a full head of hair. He didn't have a lot of hair. He had just a little bit of hair. We've shot videos on, is it cool to do a comb over? Is it okay to just have a little bit of hair? If you're completely bald, can you just put a little bit of hair transplants up there? Yes, you can. You definitely need a little bit of hair. I hope he doesn't find me, because he can definitely kick my butt. But I never go down. I can tell you that. I always go down fighting. But no, he's incredible actor. A lot of respect for him. I don't like the shaved head look. I'm just pointing it out, so if you go look at it, you can see the difference of where he was and where he is now. Forget about the body for a second. So I'm warning you, you need to get on finasteride. You need to stop your hair from falling out. And then even if it's just a little bit, let us help you and guide you with an education in hair transplants. That's a start of our celebrity hair loss.
Works for me, Steve. Did a good
job. Work for you. Thank you for visiting, Bobby, as always. Oh, we have, so Bobby, why don't you take over with Nizoral? Let's talk about that.
Yeah, Nizoral. Besides finasteride, me and Steve both use Nizoral to help, save our hair. We use it, every other day, basically 3 times a week. Just, an extra, reinforcements to help stop that hair loss. Do you agree, Steve?
I've been using Nizoral for years. Doctors used to laugh at me because when I was really young, I'd come into consultations for hair transplants, and the doctor would be on his way out the door. I'd be like, "Hey, you using Nizoral?" They'd say, "Like, what's with the Nizoral?" Well, the reality is like I've heard this stuff works. I use it. I like it. If you have a little bit of flakiness or some psoriasis issues, it's not something that's a prescription. You can get it over the counter, but it's really good for the skin, really good for the hair. And we don't promote too many things here. We're not a potions and lotions guys, but yeah, good find, Bobby. Nizoral is awesome.
Yeah, like I said, we both use it. We'll have the link in the description box below, so you can check it out for yourself. See if it works for you.
Bobby, thank you.
Yes, sir.
As always, hey, I hope this helps you. Maybe gives you a smile at the same time. Don't forget to like and subscribe.